Y'all smell that? It's the smell of victory. As we come closer to the end of the year, we start to realize the new space that we made a relationship in, whether it's negative or positive. Something that we as individuals had to learn where the fuck we at. This internal GPS that we have will navigate depending on how we want that navigation system pointed to. In a certain direction, north, west, south, or east. Right? Today is a day where it's like the end of the year for me. Coming into a conclusion where I'm just really understanding what all these events happened in 2020. A lot of pressure, a lot of disappointments, a lot of sadness, but a lot of things to learn from. It is truly a gift to really recognize that and to flip it and turn it into something that's much more positive, much more higher. You know what I mean? The truth that we usually find is within ourselves and our own problems, our own trials and tribulations. Now, I mentioned this a lot in most of my videos, and the previous videos I did, but kind of hid that away. But it's really part of the process, the exciting process of life, of why I am living today. A 26-year-old individual in this earthly body, going on 27 in 2021. But really, I'm always gonna feel younger, be younger. I'm always gonna be living in this exciting life, because life is supposed to be an adventure, man. Keeping that childlike tendency of exploring different avenues and keeping that imagination so wild and lively. It's wild and lively to the point where a lot of great things are eventually going to happen. Because these experiences itself is a stepping stone for you to really have you to climb up or climb down. Now, we have to take the matters of our own personal growth in our own hands. That is true, Whether it's personally, the person that you are, or spiritually, whoever sees this, know that energy has to transform. I'll repeat it again. Energy has to transform. You are chosen to be different. Why? Because an individual, when they stand still and not grow, they eventually die, feel empty inside. That is a true fact. I look at myself within this year, this beginning of the year. The first video I made is see the progression of the way I communicate and see the faults that I see within myself. Sometimes when I look at my videos, I don't even look at it because there's like that challenge, and that challenge is like kind of like the insecurity, trying to get the message across, but like you're just kind of feared to not look at what you say. But eventually, What is said is done. Even if you're not listening to it, you're projecting that energy into a space. You create that space for yourself. And these things just reveal itself within time, your actions, the things that you keep within your mind, all those factors. It's all a scientific equation in the spirit realm, in the physical realm, and into the mental realm too. That's what I really learned from 2020. I can't play this shit as if it's like a game in an Atari. Drop the controller one time, and after that, get back on it in like the next 3 days. It loses track. It loses the momentum. It loses the shit that you're building. It sidetracks the fuck out of you. For real. But know that the work, the shadow work, as much as we call it, is something that we do every day for ourselves unconsciously. Something that we feel mightily uncomfortable of talking upon, or talking about, or just communicating within the self, releasing it, even discussing with your ancestors too, or whoever spirits that you talk to. Allowing the blockages to release. An input of energy that you put in that causes pressure creates the brilliance of within, the diamond within, the crystal within, the emanation of energy that you put in will radiate to others eventually. Even if you're not the person that don't want to be, motivation speaker, they'll feel that energy. They'll feel that internally. So that's my review for 2020. And I know for sure 2021, the state of individuality, the one, in 2021 adds up to 5. The expression of the soul. What are you gonna do for the soul? What are you trying to put out there? A type of art? Maybe a track? Maybe a skill? Something. But I know this for sure though. I'm always on the right track, in the right direction. Because I've always been. The evidence to looking at that is my work. And so can you look at this too. You have an archive where you can always look back. See what you accomplished on. See what promises that you fulfilled. Because that is a form of confirmation. And the confirmation comes from within the self. That is being an individual. That's all I have to say. It's Phenom. Peace and blessings to y'all for this year, to the next year, and to beyond lifetimes. Peace.